Hi, I'm Bob Hilke, and today I'm going to share with you how our company, Premier Alignment Consulting, is helping companies with 50 to 2,000 employees cut the cost of their healthcare to half that of traditional healthcare while offering a wonderful, innovative healthcare benefit for their employees that's basically free for the employees because they no longer pay for premiums and there's no deductibles or co-pays. So let's dive in. The big companies seem to not have any problem getting reasonable pricing on their healthcare benefits they offer their employees. But small and medium businesses, they struggle with providing good benefits because it's just so expensive. And at the size that they are, the cost of providing healthcare is one of the very largest expenses that a company has. In fact, in America, healthcare is the second largest corporate expense. Just a little about my experience. I worked 31 years for the nation's largest health insurance company. They're number four today on the Fortune list based on annual revenue. One of the most interesting responsibilities that I had while working at United was being the business owner of the National Appeals Service Center database. That gave me a lot of insights and appreciation for the experiences that people have. It's the worst of the worst health claims experiences that escalate up to the National Appeals Service Center. And having the database at my fingertips, we were always looking for ways to improve the upstream processes so that we could avoid future appeals because appeals are expensive to the company. And also, they're one of the big pain points people have with healthcare. I'd like to introduce you to our CEO of Premier Alignment Consulting, Daryl Moon. He is a former hospital administrator of 10 different hospitals, and today he's a top speaker for Vistage, which is the largest executive coaching organization. He's a contributor to Bloomberg and Forbes leadership, and he speaks about innovative new approaches to healthcare that help companies save a lot of money and to use healthcare as a strategy for attracting and retaining top talent. He's the CEO of the company called Oriant and also Premier Alignment Consulting, which is a DBA of Oriant. Daryl provides consulting services to CEOs and their executive teams on how to build winning teams by using healthcare as a strategy and as a tool. And he's the author of the book called Make Healthcare Work for You. This is the book that you can order on Amazon or pretty much anywhere where you can order books. And I highly recommend it. It's like a how-to book for how to implement this model. But of course, you're still going to need Daryl as your consultant to really implement this model and leverage it effectively for your company. So let's talk about how we help small and medium-sized businesses have big business benefits. Let's talk first about big business. Big business companies enjoy low-cost employee health care. They hire consultants to streamline corporate costs. When I worked for the Forbes number four company, we had consultants coming in and out the door all the time, and they're there to advise on revenue growth opportunities as well as cost savings opportunities. And so they're constantly helping big companies refine their financial landscape. And one of the big tools they use is to self-insure. And this helps a company leverage huge cash pay discounts. For example, if I'm an employee of a company that's self-funded and I break my leg, so I go to the hospital and I'm sitting in the chair at the emergency room, what's the first question the ER nurse, the triage nurse, is going to ask? Can I see your healthcare card? As an employee of a self-funded company, I would have to say, I'm sorry, I don't have an insurance card, but here's my debit card that my company has provided for healthcare. Well, that's going to result in a huge discount on the cost of my hospital visit. Hospitals are required to display on their website the fee structures for the different types of payment arrangements. If you have an insurance, it's one price. If you're self-funded, it's another. When you pay cash up front, you can get discounts as high as 70%. That's a huge savings. So imagine your company with all your employees that have this huge benefit of cost savings when they go to the hospital or the doctor. It's not 70% discount for everything, but it's certainly a large discount. Hospitals and doctors' offices give these huge discounts because they don't like dealing with the traditional healthcare model. They spend so much of their time dealing with trying to collect the payments on the services they've offered. So if they can get money up front in cash, That's worth a lot to them because then they don't have to hire as many accountants in the accounts receivable department. They don't have to appeal to insurance companies for payments that were denied. They don't have to deal with collection agencies when their patients don't pay. So if they can bypass all that expensive administrative part of the business, it's great for them to offer these discounts because they get their money up front and they get it timely. So for a company that's offering self-insured healthcare to their employees, this can result in a large savings for the company. And it makes it nice for the employees because with the company saving so much money, the company can afford to bear the burden of the healthcare costs. Now, consultants advise on other cost savings techniques as well. Most companies only hear of several options, whatever the broker brings to the table. And the broker is going to bring things where the broker earns money, which is usually the big insurance companies. But when you have consultants advising on whatever is available in the marketplace, there's lots of cost saving techniques. As healthcare industry insiders, our consultants at Premier Alignment know the techniques. So let's talk about small and medium businesses. Again, this would be companies that are 50 employees up to 2,000 employees. These companies are struggling today to cut costs wherever they can. Providing a full healthcare benefit for employees is a rather expensive task for them. For one thing, they don't know if they can self-insure. They might not have even thought about it. And if they did think about it, they might realize, hey, there's some risks involved here because it's our money we're putting up for healthcare now. They might think they're too small to self-insure, and they might think it's too complicated. They don't know all the ins and outs. They don't know how to structure their healthcare model to protect themselves from the risks. Consequently, they end up using the most expensive healthcare options that are available today. They use the high cost, fully insured health plans because this is what their broker is bringing to the table. So here's how our consultants at Premier Alignment Consulting help these smaller companies, the 50 employees to 2,000 employees, to leverage the same cost-saving strategies that the super big companies use. Once a company gets to 50 employees, they have all the options available to them that the big companies have, but no one has ever told them how to do what the big business companies are doing. Well, today, companies in the 50 to 2,000 employee range represent nearly half of the workforce, and they're all struggling to cut costs. We advise these small and medium businesses how to press the easy button to self-insure. We help them do it. And we also help them leverage other of the cost-saving techniques that the large corporations use. We help them set up a comprehensive healthcare program that employees love. The employees love it because it becomes free for them. They don't have premiums. They don't pay deductibles. They don't pay copays. So imagine being an employee in your company. All of a sudden, you've been paying hundreds of dollars per month for premiums. Then when you go to use your healthcare, you have to pay more. You pay these deductibles, you pay copays. And it's like the spending never ends. And maybe you don't have a lot of need for healthcare, but you sure have to pay a lot for however much you use. So when healthcare becomes free for employees, that's a huge benefit for them. And it's a great way that CEOs and business owners can leverage healthcare to attract and retain top talent. Now, we're not teaching companies anything new. We're just teaching them things they don't already know. And we're simply disrupting an industry that isn't doing what we know how to help companies do. So there you have it. Big business, small and medium business, and our consulting approach to help the small and medium business have the same healthcare benefits that the big businesses have. In fact, I'll tell you this, we're going to do even better than the big businesses usually do. Instead of several options, like I mentioned, that brokers bring to the table, there's many different ways, many different options for how we put together a very excellent comprehensive healthcare program for your employees that's going to save your company a lot of money. In fact, companies today are spending an average of almost $14,000 per employee per year. With our consulting, we get the cost for the company down to around $6,000 or $7,000 in that range, depending on the details of what the company wants to offer its employees. Our track record is that we save companies 30 to 60% of what they've been paying before they hire us as consultants. And that's the cost to the company. That's not including the cost that the employees have been incurring. So when the company saves half and the employees now get free healthcare, that's a huge improvement. So what I encourage you to do is visit our website, premieralignment.com, and click the Book Your Appointment Now button. Once you click that, you'll be on my Calendly, scheduling an appointment with me, and I will be glad to provide a free consultation to discuss with you how our Premier Alignment Consulting firm can help your company revolutionize the healthcare that you offer your employees. Thank you for your time. And remember, if you don't change the way that you offer healthcare to your employees, you're going to continue to be spending lots more for healthcare than you need to. I'll be glad to have that discussion with you and show you how we can help. Have a great day.